There are a lot more boys than girls in the classroom, and the boys tend to actually make the higher grades and be the ones that talk more in class, and the girls seem to be more shy. But there's a majority of boys in the class. Miss Watson has a pretty diverse classroom, but they all use English as their first language. Obviously, that mean I don't think there's any other students that speak anything other than English. And I did my read aloud lesson plan in February, and I did Henry's Freedom Box because it talks about slaves and it talked about Black History Month, and the students really enjoyed that because they enjoyed learning about Black History Month. In the curriculum, we use the Wonders textbook, and the Wonders textbook does a pretty good job of including stories about African Americans or including stories about a girl or a boy. Like, it does a good job of using different things for their textbook. And then Miss Watson's classroom library is full of books for the children, like all different reading levels and stories for girls or Captain Underpants for the boys, just different books for the students. The teacher does a whole group at first when she does reading, and then she lets students have time to work on by themselves, and that also lets students that finish early, some of her, students that are brighter finish early, they get to read their AR book. But the students that she needs help with while they're working independently, she calls them up to her desk, and she works one-on-one with them. Some of them need that one-on-one. We have this little boy that is very ADHD, like he is prescribed medicine for it, and he needs one-on-one to be like, okay, sit down, this is what we need to do, this is what needs to be done here. And also, if she's really busy, there'll be a time where she lets me work with them, and that's fun. I like working small group with them, and I can, figure out and relate to them. One problem that I've seen is some of the parents from the higher um, class families want the kids to have more homework because they want the kids bringing home homework to help them with their homework, and they like seeing what the students are doing. But the problem is she also has students in her class that homework does not benefit them at all because they get home and they still don't know how to do it. They get home and they have no help at home, no one to show them what to do. So when they get their homework, they're coming back with it just still lost. So it's like they're not really benefiting from doing a lot of homework, so she doesn't send home a lot of homework. There's not really any different assessments for the students. All expectations are really the same. Some students do get more help than others. And, like, if the students don't get it, she'll send home a note that this is what they need to work on. But the expectations do remain the same for all the students.